Happy Market Monday. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage. Market fluently. All right, so we can do better Oregon, rates up, and how to protect your biz in 2022. So first off, a little bit disappointing, but I'll finish positive, okay? Someone I haven't seen in 5 years, hasn't been to Oregon in 5 years, who was originally from here, came in and has visited Oregon, and specifically a lot of Eugene, but just kind of all over Oregon last couple weeks. And so when I was sitting with them yesterday, I was just kind of talking to him this weekend and saying, hey, I'm here every single day, don't really notice the changes that's happening. What's the number one thing that you've seen as a difference? Is it style, architecture, what? What has been the biggest change coming to Oregon, not being here in 5 years? He thinks about it for a while, and he's like, unfortunately, Chris, it's how unkind most people in this state are today. How not nice. So disappointing, right? Like, that's what Oregon used to be known for, is how kind people were when they come from other states. But we're known for being mean and nasty and unkind and not friendly. So, but the other thing he did say though, and here's the challenge and the positivity, right? Those who were actually kind, those who were positive, stood out so much more today. So I just challenge you, be different than most of the people in our state. Make a difference, change the world, share love. All right, so that's the first thing, right? The little bit of negativity, but we can be the positive, we can be the change. All right, so rates way up, right? Rates up again, things we saw, and then I'll actually show you physically. Bank of England already jumped their prime 0.25%, okay? Jobs was the major reports that came out. Mixed bag, weird, like you can't have these reports simultaneously, but this is what they're telling us. So huge number of jobs, but we also saw employment increase at the same time. Odd. All right, so let's look at the reality. That can't happen, that doesn't make sense, but you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? So going to fluentmtg.com, again, looking at rates. Yeah, as you can see, 3.25 now for VA. Not 175 anymore, not 225. You can tell though with the APR, yeah, we actually have a discount or a credit still at that mark. If you need me to cover all your closing costs, we're $399. But check it out. Look at this. All the stuff we've seen, just up again, national averages. This is where we hit like basically a 175. Again, saw it right in there at the absolute low. These are national averages, but we're in a period of increasing. So at least for right now, please lock, please be afraid, please lock in an abundance of caution, right? We're in this skyrocketing phase right here. Humbly, I'm hoping we see this little dip, which we historically do, before the Federal Reserve saying, hey, they're gonna start jumping. So again, lock in abundance of caution. We've seen a big increase over the last few days, so please reach out to any pre-approval letters and find out your new values. All right, so protecting your business, right? So according to NMLS, the FTC, the head chairman for energy from the federal government. So it's coming down from a couple different ways. So we have two things that are potentially going to impact your business and your clients then, of course, right? So here's how you protect yourself. And it's two different fronts. I won't get into that too much, but basically it has to do with just being down, with not either having electricity or not having internet. So how do we protect ourselves? So the first one is cyber attacks. 2021, we saw some widespread cyber attacks a couple times, and we were actually down for almost an entire day. We're being told there's gonna be a proliferation of that, and a ton more times in 2022 where we're gonna see cyber attacks and we're gonna be down. So what do we do about it from two fronts? First off, get more secure, right? We're seeing wire fraud on almost every single case. We've had a $700,000 wire fraud event in Oregon. You got to believe a bunch of people are being sued in that case. It was a really weak realtor's email address, is from what I'm hearing or being told. think who's on the hook. So be careful when you just use those Gmails and Yahoos and whatever, your accounts, right? So security. But the other one is just being down. So having that backup power, having that backup power pack, having an alternate method where you could maybe go to LTE, 4 hours up, whatever, right? The other component too, as we're hearing from a different avenue, in addition to cyber attacks, internet, we think we're gonna have periods of power outages. So again, how are you gonna deal with your business if it's very mobile, if it's very technology based? Just prep in advance, like we've been doing already, right? All right, guys. And then the other thing I would say besides that set aside for this coming weeks and months to come in terms of market, C word's the biggest thing, of course. The whole world, our state, our nation, it's all about that C word. That's the main thing that's gonna influence rates throughout the week. But on Thursday, we are gonna get an inflation report or CPI again. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Happy Monday, but most of all, out of everything we talked about, because we know there's always opportunity, be the change. Share kindness. See you next week.